I hit start. Yeah.
I can see it.
My phone's. Yes. Let's see. Does it show up as working?
But
Does what show up as working?
Live stream?
I'm just now meeting Mr. Rossman and his police.
Pleasure. What's your name?
Ollie.
Lovely to meet you. Lewis.
Nice to meet you.
I didn't bring a desk. I probably should have brought a desk. Also shade. Would have been nice to have had shade.
Well, you can set up
I didn't bring a tree.
Still adjusting.
Yeah.
You're live.
That's also why, remember I said earlier? Do you want to go in the shade?
Yeah, but the can.
You're live.
What's your name? Lovely to meet you. Lewis. Okay. If you could turn this from time to time, let's set this up so it could be turned from time to time so they can see the people honking. So it's going to require a little flexibility there, and I think that exists. Yeah, so you can point. They actually got people to honk.
Hell yeah. I kind of want that going in the background.
Honk if you hate masturbating.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad camera angle if you want to point there. Is that here?
Huh?
Working?
Yeah, it's
With
working.
third-party consent laws, I suppose that's legal.
That's true, yeah.
Going in the background.
Honk if you hate masturbating.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn.
Where do you want to speak from? Like, where do you want me to? Where do you want me to shoot at?
This way, in a moment.
Yeah, they don't. They have the info.
Can you hold this towards them?
Is that?
Hold mic towards them. Yeah, towards them. Record proud with mic. And I'm gonna start. Just point that way. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up today. So they canceled Proposition 33 from being spoken on less than 18 hours before. How many people here took time off of work or school to show up today that they otherwise could have spent making money? How many of you can afford to take that time off of work or school and lose out on making money?
It cost me a hotel room.
Wow. So one of the things that they were saying, if you read through that company's blog, the one that's making these cameras, they said the reason that they make them as obtrusive and disgusting as they are is because people behave differently when they're under surveillance. Based on how they changed the date of the hearing so quickly and didn't let any of you in to speak on it, it seems like the Austin City Council changes their behavior when they're under surveillance as well. What's good for the goose isn't for the gander now, is it? Oh, what a... Let's see some of these signs. GoPro? Oh, grab Maria's Go. I want to get some of these signs. These are beautiful. Can I see? I want to grab some of the signs.
Also, how many people here didn't
This is
even
beautiful.
know that
Let's
Austin
see.
had all these cameras up in the first place? That's by design. They do
All right.
not want you to know. This is why they cancel city council meetings. This is why they try to keep it secret. This is why Flop holds secret meetings with city council, because they don't want you to have any say about it, because they know people don't want to be surveilled every fucking time they leave the house. So you're showing up here today, and that is so important. They're not even talking about it today, and we're here. Next time they're gonna have it, we're gonna be here. And they know that.
Let's take a look at some of these signs. Make Black Mirror fiction again. I love it. It's much better handwriting than mine. Some corpo is watching you. It seems you've forgotten 86R HB 1631. Would you like a reminder? Can you explain what that sign means?
So, in 2019, the Texas state government banned red light cameras. in a 3-1 vote that was then ratified by the governor, we voted no to automated surveillance systems, at least in traffic lights.
Can you put this closer to that camera? 'Cause I want people to be able to see it. Hey, come on down here. Let's see. Can you zoom in on this gentleman's sign? I want the people that are watching the live stream video to see it. Let's zoom in here.
Houston already.
Oh, yeah, so probably zoom out then.
zoom out.
The opposite of zoom in. The other zoom.
Good, right there.
All right. It seems you've forgotten 86R HB 1631. Would you like a reminder? Now, can you explain what that's for?
So in 2019, the Texas state government signed into law a law that prohibits the use of automated red light cameras in intersections. It passed in the Senate and the House 3-1. So no, Texans have already spoken. We do not want automated surveillance systems in our public spaces.
Why do you think they're trying to do it again?
Because they think they can get away with it. They got away with it in Houston. That's why I drove all the way out here.
You're from Houston?
Yeah.
That's a long drive.
It was, and it cost me a hotel room. I was en route when they said, no, you don't get to speak.
That's bull. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming out.
No problem, Ross.
Let's see. I thought that needed to be explained. It looks like you're trying to speak out against mass surveillance. Would you like me to help? Yes. Join the Austin Clippies at Signal. The Austin Clippies. I gotta find that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, Louis.
Hello, my friend. Stop spying on us. No AI surveillance. I love it.
I don't like my
Nice.
data being sold to people and some random people making money out of me.
I don't even mind if they don't make money, but they look through it.
Right.
I appreciate it. Let's see. No surveillance, no Big Brother. And also no camera in your face, probably, too.
No, it's okay.
I'm saying no surveillance, and I have this thing. Okay. So, 1984 was a warning, not a guide. I like it. We're watching you counsel. It's interesting. They do seem to behave differently when they're the ones that are under surveillance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those are some good signs. I like this. Can you pan the camera? I love the fact that there are people that are... I want the people watching on the stream to see that there are actually people that are getting people to honk if you don't like mass surveillance. That's freaking awesome. See, people don't want to get spied on. A tree? A fucking camera. I bet the Wi-Fi password to that thing's 1234.
We should like do a shot of the camera at some point.
We should point it out.
They're all over.
Yeah. I want to ask people.
Zoom in on the camera.
Yeah, I want to ask people. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Being surveilled right now. One there.
Yeah, I saw the cameras on the lights.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has AI. That thing looks almost as old as mine.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You don't know. That one looks pretty new.
Oh yeah, that one definitely's got some. Yeah, that thing is better than the laptop that I'm streaming this on. I wanted to get a zoom in on these, that camera and that camera. So this on the tripod. There you go. For those of you watching complaining about the camera angle, if you saw the screen on the camera that this woman is forced to deal with, you would call the Department of Labor immediately. It has been it looks like somebody poured alcohol and Listerine on a 2013 MacBook Pro Retina with Steingate, but that times 50.
With me?
Well, you're a signal wrangler. You already got a job.
I think I
Can I
got
take this?
everybody.
We're getting water for people.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah,
I
this.
can do
Yeah.
it, but you already got
You want to do it? I'll reimburse you if you
Okay.
go do it. Okay.
There's our Royal Blue groceries. They probably have one. Okay, like a full.
A case
Case?
or whatever you can carry.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Just tell me where to go. And
I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go.
yeah, cool. I'll do it. Okay.
Y'all find me and I'll pay y'all back.
Can you follow and make sure they don't pay for anything for anybody? Yeah, it's just, I mean like the waters and all that. Quick. Down.
So pay for the water?
Yeah, once I find my card. I'm holding, can you hold these things? I have too many things in my hand.
Yes. Hurry up, because I'm going to have to run.
I know. People who showed up shouldn't have to pay for their own freaking water. There you go. That?
Is there a password or something?
No.
Okay.
Just, thank you very much.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm grateful for your contribution.
appreciate that.
Since you're talking to a bunch of people and having a good conversation, you want to hold this microphone?
Sure, yeah.
So, yeah.
Should I
If
go
you-
talk to them?
Yeah, if you hold it from this thing, there won't be a bunch of noise that people hear. Instead of like from this thingy. It's very professional.
Here.
Yeah. It's like you,
Okay.
very direction.
Got
There
it.
you
I should just talk to people?
go. Yeah, go for it. Let's go back over here.
Hey,
What's going on?
do you want to talk about why you hate surveillance?
Sure, yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Henry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
I'm shaking your
Yeah.
hand, but
What's your
yeah.
name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. Nice to meet you.
I'm a
Cool.
lawyer here in Austin.
Okay, awesome. I work for
I love that the
Integral
top
Care, so I
comment.
work with
Did I show you the
homeless
top comment on the
population.
Ben
So
Jordan
when I
video?
heard
He
that,
did one on mass surveillance after this.
the
It's
surveillance
like, wow,
was
the
going
schizophrenics
to,
were right all
the
along, or something
cameras
like
that
that.
people who stay in like public
I left it
spaces
very-
are going to
felt
be,
very-
you know,
very
watched
validated.
and look for crime.
Very validated.
That really set off some red flags for me,
Ah.
especially because Austin does not provide enough resources to the, diverse populations, people who
Well, if anybody
live
like
on the
buys water or
streets,
food
people
for
who
people,
are
just
in
make sure that
poverty
they, like,
here.
grab my card.
They
I had
continue
her run over there
to
and
give
use my
money
card to buy
to
stuff. I don't want people paying for
big
their own water if
businesses
they
and
came
stuff
up for
like
this.
that, and not really support the roots of the city.
Let me make sure this is actually still working.
That really upsets me.
chances
Beyond
this is
that,
still working?
obviously, I also don't want to be, watched
Oh,
and
that
stuff
is a
like that. I
boring
was
laptop,
putting,
really.
putting myself in the situation of like, what if I took a date to Zilker
How do you
Park?
think I
Like
could
we're just gonna
shave
have
this?
cameras watching us. Like that's super weird, and that doesn't.
This laptop-
That's so. It's kind of nasty. It's like the bad weird.
Wait a second. I bought a long cable.
Which I was thinking like, Austin's supposed to be this
Aha.
like.
Yeah, this
weirdest
camera's a zoom
cool
lens.
vibe, but I
You're
was
a
like,
genius.
that's super weird.
Why are we
to have,
standing
like,
in the side?
AI watching me
I'm a
and
dumbass.
blasting music
You
would
work
be
for
so
an idiot.
terrible. And it's not the kind of city I want
You
to
work
live in.
for a
It's not the kind of
moron.
world I want to live
Oh,
in.
man.
So
I'm
for all of
fucking
those reasons, I think it's pretty nasty, and I think like. I just
Okay,
believe in like
you carry
humans
that,
and
I carry
integrity
tripod.
and stuff like that. And so, if you can't trust people to do the right thing by themselves, why do you need to watch them? Right? That's not the kind of world I want to live in. So, anyways, that's my gist. Yeah.
Well, since you work with the homeless population, how is surveillance going to specifically affect
Yes, and because there's a
Yeah, it's kind of the general trend where they
Yes.
get rid of the
people.
the reason why people like
it's
it. And I
easier.
think San Antonio is probably the last place that still has that culture, because now it's replaced, with big tech, and big tech has just a warped view of the world. They see it as it needs
That's very
replacing,
nice. I agree.
when really it needs just interaction and understanding. And ultimately, this surveillance stuff is just about money laundering anyway for companies that want to use public's funds, and expand their pocketbooks in that way. And then at the expense.
As long as that doesn't get clipped, I can do this.
No, of course.
See if you can
But
keep
it
that
also
from getting
just
tangled as I
it greases
extend.
everybody's palms, involved. So I'm glad we have this.
yeah,
At
the code here's
least,
good.
like I'm so happy with what Lewis is doing. We need to just organize. Like that's the best thing we can do, because they're well organized. They have lawyers and the whole system of government on their side, and all we have is just people deciding to show up. Yeah, exactly. They get paid to do this. We lose money to do this. So, it's an uphill battle, but it's worth fighting. I live kind of by Dessau and Farmer.
Stupid Linux broke it.
Yeah, right. Like, we saved 10 years ago when we had all of this. Has made it easier.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's like a joke.
Yeah, it is.
There's no point of it.
It is. I'm sorry. What was your name?
I'm Twig.
Twig.
Nice to meet you. I also like your necklace.
Thank you. What was your name?
Finn.
Finn.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Hey. Would you like to say something?
I'm okay.
You totally unlike Bob. Oh, thank you.
This might be just a lighter, but right now and right here, because this might be the last time that I go out of my house if they do pass it. Yeah.
They aren't allowed to make mistakes. They aren't allowed to any associations that the state doesn't approve. They're
Yeah.
not allowed to go anywhere the state doesn't approve.
Yeah.
You're going to be fined every time you jail.
And you're gonna be also targeted for whatever reason they might find feasible at the time.
And they have no accountability. There's
Yeah.
no Fourth Amendment protections. There's no audit because it's a third-party company. It's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
People are going to stop leaving the house. They're going to stop participating in society, and parks are going to be a ground for the city to figure out if you're doing something they don't find as a beautiful place of community and space, and people are just enjoying.
And it makes you wonder. And it makes you wonder when they start reaching into your house too. When they realize like, oh, everyone just cooped up in their house. Well, then that means they have something to hide because they're not even coming outside anymore. So I guess it's time to start. Oh my God.
These contracts have sharing agreements with law enforcement.
That sucks.
So, I mean, I guess cover your windows too.
Yeah.
In a box.
Literally that.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming out.
Kanaudi.
Kanaudi?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It did something. Let's see. What did this do? View number 2.
It's the right arrow.
Ah? Somebody stole my frequency, huh? Yo, somebody stole my mic frequency. That is evil. Yeah. This has... Well, these wireless mics work on certain frequencies, and somebody took the one that her microphone was working on. So I have to scan a list. Oh, that's evil. It was probably him. Look at that pigeon. Somebody stole your frequency.
What?
These are wireless mics, so you can't share a frequency with other people. So somebody stole the frequency that I was using on yours. I know, that's evil. It was probably Big Brother.
I can go talk to
It's probably
again.
it was the camera company, I bet. They're after
Was it
us.
the whole time they didn't?
Probably a good portion of it. I know.
Oh, we got water. We got water.
Dope. Okay. We try this again. Tell me if there's any weird sound. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Both good? Sorry. Both good up here? Staticky? No static? Okay. Piece of shit. Can you turn the camera this way? I have a... How do you feel about somebody stealing your microphone frequency right as you're speaking to people?
Pretty shitty. Yeah.
fucked
People had
up.
a lot of important stuff to say, and now it's gone. Well, I guess I could go ask them
How do you
again.
feel about asking again?
How do I feel asking again? Great. Fantastic.
World's worst IT
Let me get
department.
some water first.
I'm not a good repair person. I just became one because I can't make any of my own things work. It's a requirement.
Hey. You learn when pressed.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Someone stole our
recognize
frequency
you.
and
Good to
nothing
see you,
was
sir.
recorded. So I'd like to talk to you all again because I really liked what you all had to say, if that's okay. Yeah,
Well,
we
my
did.
thing is, if all these people showed up with one or 2
Can you
days
remind me
notice,
your
how
name?
many will show up
Henry.
with 30?
Henry, and you work with
They think they're pushing it off and getting away with it.
Yeah, I work with Integral Care, which is like the local mental health authority in Austin. So it's just a large nonprofit. So I specifically, like, there's lots of people who do different things in that organization. I specifically work with some high acuity homeless people and kind of help them through housing. One of the reasons that I really am against the surveillance cameras is that a lot of the population that I work with they are marginalized to public spaces because there's no other, not enough shelter beds, there's not enough places where they can camp legally. The city's shut down lots of the camping sites around the city. And one of the consequences of that is that people, business owners or other public spaces, crack down on homeless people being there because they don't like seeing them. You know, a lot of those people are either dealing with mental health issues, using drugs,
Can't afford rent and also
really, yeah, or really can't afford to be safe in the community. And they get charged with criminal trespassing or several other kinds of public charges that lead them to be in the criminal justice system over and over again, which is a real waste of taxpayer dollars rather than just getting them. It's very expensive to have people housed in jail beds over and over again without just getting real mental health assistance or public services. So seeing $2 million spent on that just seems like a really poor use of resources, and I feel like the city itself wants to, you know, be supportive of people in the community of Austin and stuff like that, and not, criminalize being poor or being in public spaces in the city. I don't want to have to go to a park and feel like I'm being watched. It's really gross and just kind of goes against what I think Austin is all about. So.
Do you know that those cameras, upon people that they don't want in these spaces, pools and parks, being there, they can play extremely loud music?
Yeah.
It's a known torture technique.
Right.
Keep people away,
Yeah.
away.
It's extremely, I've heard it's extremely loud to the point where, it is supposed to disrupt crowds and things like that. But that's really messed up. And I didn't think that, in a place like America where we're supposed to have freedom and stuff like that, that would, right, where I'm allowed to be out in public and not be, disrupted or being watched to see if I do crime, like what, I don't know what is. Yeah, exactly. What constitutes that? If someone's protesting against the city of Austin, all of a sudden that's a reason for them to turn these on.
San Francisco, during the Black Lives Matter protests, the police department in San Francisco turned on cameras for the week of the protests.
Right. Yes.
Without any sort of okay from the city.
Yes.
We don't know what data they collected.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what they're actually doing with it.
Yes.
I mean, it's a real possibility. Right?
Yeah. I just want a chance to be able to speak on that and have a real chance to vote on it. It seems like something that the constituents of Austin should be able to speak their minds about and get to make that decision, not a small group of people on a random Thursday get to just go in and rubber stamp that. So that's not the kind of government I want. Yeah, thank you.
City and now on land
Sorry.
and nobody else.
That's all right.
Do you mind giving your reasons as to why you think Austin shouldn't have AI mass surveillance again?
I think that Austin.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm not super trained in this.
Yes.
What's your name again?
My name is Igor.
Igor.
Yes. Yes, and I think the reason for this specific expenditure not to be passed is that the people who installed those cameras installed them illegally, and these are taxpayer money, and taxpayer money spent on people who break the law is not good. And that's one. And second one is that that increasing surveillance is not good for the people, and I am the people.
Yeah. Still not working. It works better now. Repeat the last thing you said. I think it's super important.
So this will increase. So this proposal to spend $2 million on surveillance will increase surveillance on the people and decrease the freedom of the people. And I'm the people, and I want to help the people.
Like it's a lot of effort to hate somebody. But even if you did.
Hello, Twig.
Hello.
Hello, Twig. I want to talk to you again because you had something really important to say.
I did.
So what makes me the angriest is that they want us to pretend they're big. They want to be like, oh, we're gonna put these massive cameras out, and you're gonna
Talking
change.
about live view, saying they purposely make their cameras imposing so that
Yes.
people will act different.
Yes, they want to make the cameras big and imposing. They want to be like, we're gonna make you act different. And then when we say, hey, we don't like that, we're looking at these big imposing cameras and we don't like them. Now they want to pull back and say, oh no, we don't want you to look at our big imposing cameras. You don't have to look at them. Yeah, we're gonna look.
Yeah.
If you want to be big and tough and want us to look at your big cameras, we're gonna look.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. What was your name again?
Finn.
Finn.
What I don't agree with is how much they're spending, $2 million for dumb cameras when they could.
$2 million, should I mention, in a budget crisis at Austin City Council.
Yeah, I know. When they could maybe work on other social issues like homeless people. How Austin is just hard to live in, and it's expensive too. And instead of working on dumb AI surveillance, it could be
Super expensive and
Yes.
has less than a 1% efficacy rate. The flock cameras do.
yeah. It's dumb. It's silly.
It's dumb. Yeah, absolutely. Hello. Did you hear about the camera or the microphone? The frequency got stolen. So we were not broadcasting to the right place.
The frequency was stolen?
Well, that's how Lewis put it. I don't know the actual tech behind it, but I like the idea of frequency pirates being around and trying to steal our feed. Do you want to talk again?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. What was your name?
My name is Kennard.
And you've lived in Austin all your life, right?
Yes, I've lived in Austin all my life. I've seen it change quite a bit.
So do you think like having surveillance everywhere is going to change the vibe that people move to Austin for?
Hello, my friend.
Well, the vibe that people move to Austin for
awesome.
is all but gone.
Pleasure to meet you, my friend.
Effectively.
You here from
I mean,
Buddha?
since the tech companies
You here
moved
from
in,
Buddha?
and this is just a continuation of what they've
That's
been
a
trying to
long way.
do. And it's a lack of humanity in understanding how people want to live their lives. But on the other side of it, it's just money laundering for corporations who want to take public money and give it to themselves while also helping, police and basically to.
Associations, private businesses. These cameras are everywhere and they share all with each other.
Well, and I guarantee there'll be,
Pleasure meeting you, my friend. Thank you for coming out.
selective enforcement. Like if the wrong person gets caught on a camera, they're gonna malfunction, and they won't.
It's whoever is in power, whoever holds the reins, and whatever they don't like, you're going to be surveilled.
Yeah, exactly.
There are no Fourth Amendment protections. There is no complaint box you can put a slip in to say you don't want to be surveilled.
Talk to somebody.
You can't opt out of it. You can't drive around them. You can't walk around them. You can't outshop them.
The humanity is gone from it, and that's kind of the point. That seems to be what big tech wants, is to just remove the human from the equation, essentially, and it gives them
So you
more
don't make
power.
money, your data does.
Yeah, exactly.
That I used to have is like if I was a therapist of some sort, and
I really
I'm listening
don't like
to
the
15
fact
people
that
come
it's
in
a-
all saying they got abused by the same
It's not
person.
even
And that's how it
your
felt.
government
every
control,
single
it's
time
a
somebody come in
private
and say they didn't
entity.
cover this in the warrant.
Yeah,
to
it's
this
the
And
third
the-
party,
and
right?
the-
It's not even the same Austin.
I have nothing against Apple users.
It's not.
I just didn't. I don't like
It's
the way
not
that they
even
treat
the state
people
of
that choose to
Austin.
give
It's
them money,
nationwide.
like you.
So it's a national security threat. It's way bigger than just surveillance. But just on the ground level, you've got a hectic, noisy, just horrible, in some aspects, a city, and we had a beautiful private park, and you can't even go to sit down and have a picnic without the threat of somebody sitting in a dark room in a swivel chair monitoring what I'm doing with my children. And that's freaking ridiculous. I should be able to go to that park anytime I want and commune with whatever nature's left without having somebody watching what the hell I'm doing. It's absolutely not American.
Sending that data to who knows where, right? You can't even go to Austin City Council and know where it's even going.
And today's cyber world, Who's smart enough to hack that data and get that data? And how are they going to use it? And like he mentioned, selective enforcement, that's horrible. That's a horrible thought. I don't know.
I mean, you don't like the thought of being surveilled all the time, and
No, I don't think we have that expectation. I mean, where does it end? Okay? You know, it moves into our cell phones and our TVs and our electronic appliances. And one of the reasons why I advocate Lewis so much is his right to repair and his right to own. And, you know, if I buy something, it's mine. I should be able to do what I want to do with it. Just like I should be able to go down the street and not be expected to be tracked. You know, if I want to go to a certain church, if I want to go to a certain bar, what if I want to go visit my doctor? What if I want to have a meeting of some people like this? Does somebody get to know where I was and when I left and how long I was there and what I was doing? That's not America.
I mean, they do some
That's totalitarianism. You know, Eric.
Eric,
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
yeah, same.
So, I was live streaming and I'm recording. Here's the funny thing. The recording has 2 separate audio tracks, right? For this and this, but the live stream is one. So for the recording, all the conversations are recorded. For the live stream, people heard me talking to people at the same time that they heard you talking to people.
Oh. Okay,
It's fun. Both. I was muting when I was having this conversation. A lot of engaged people.
Yeah.
This is cool. A lot of.
Yeah, and these are the people that were able to come out on Thursday at 10 a.m.
Mm.
These are the people that were able to come out Thursday at 10 a.m. Imagine if they were actually talking about it.
Yes. I mean, the thing is, this is Thursday at 10 a.m. on a day and a half, 2 days notice.
Yeah.
For September 25th, there's going to be, carry the 2, 27 days notice.
Yeah, carry the 2, a lot more people.
A lot more people.
A lot more people.
I'm going to make sure every single day that people know 25th.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think that they actually think that less people are going to show up in a month, or like what you know more about the city council than I do.
Well, I think they might have thought that before today.
Walk me through the thought process of Austin City Council, because
Well,
I've never shown up here before.
I mean, at first I should clarify, we do have some allies on City Council. Councilman Zoe, Mayor Pro Tem Fuentes, and especially Councilmember Siegel have been real proponents of getting this kind of really dangerous AI surveillance out of Austin. Siegel and Zoe and Fuentes, they all came out. We had a press conference about getting Flock to get the fuck out of our city, and they came out to speak about it. So we have some people that support us. They may have pushed it back. We don't know if it was especially nefarious that they did so, but we also don't know because they didn't give us any explanation.
I find it weird that so many people see that as a win. It's like, look, they're not talking about it. It's like, yeah, they're going to talk about it next month. And then this happens so often. Like I brought that one example with PayPal where they wanted to start this new thing where they don't refund the merchant services fee. So if I want to refund the customer who made a $1,000 order by mistake, I either have to charge them a $30 restocking fee or I have to eat it. You didn't have to do that before. But Amazon doesn't pay them. There was a lot of outrage, and then 3 or 6 months later, they just reintroduced it once nobody cared anymore.
Right. They they bet that public memory is short, and their tactics will come back eventually because they pay people to be here, they pay people to watch, they pay their representatives to come and lobby congressmen.
I don't know if anybody has done a compilation of this, but if somebody were to take a clip of every time Trump has said in 2 weeks X will occur, I think that would be a 2-hour-long YouTube video. But I mean, there's this 2 weeks is about public memory because in 2 weeks you will forget, and I think they think in 1 month, and I'm not maybe not as being as charitable as you are. It was that nobody's going to show up again. Or there'll be that pain of I showed up, they didn't listen to me, I had to find parking, I paid for parking, I took off work, my girlfriend's pissed at me because I'm $200 behind. Like, do I really want to do that again?
Right.
So
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, it's our job to make sure that next time it's not 30 or 50 people that show up, but 300 or 500 people that show up.
Absolutely.
Every single time. Like, they just don't go away.
This is just such a small sample who are already so upset and didn't know. That's the big thing. Didn't even know there were cameras already in Austin tracking them so extensively. You know, imagine if people actually knew and they weren't able to push this stuff through without anybody knowing. They know that people would come and they know that people would come out, which is why they tried to do it secretly.
How many of the cameras that you see here are that one versus this one? Maria, can you turn the camera to point at that lovely AI-powered thing that is likely cost?
Now, to be clear, Austin, a little bit ago, canceled its contract with Flock, or I should say paused it. They're expecting it to come back in December to re-vote on, which we'll be here for. We'll be here for. But the infrastructure is still up. We don't know what's going to happen to that. We don't know if they're going to take it down. We don't know if they're going to put anything else on it. We don't know.
I could see a security camera in front of City Hall. Again, I'm not gonna. But why do you need AI-powered cameras in every single park? And what I don't understand is I looked at the stats of it. Let's say I were to accept the premise that this is to reduce crime. If I were to accept your premise that this is because there's this horrible problem. 90% of the crimes that are getting committed where people are having their cars broken into are happening in about 3 parks.
Right.
Because Austin has 400 parks. You can't be in every park at the same time. But if 90% of them in 3 parks, you're talking about a $400,000 to $2 million contract. If you have 3 parks, 1 policeman in each park is less than doing all those cameras. And then instead of having a camera there that can watch the person who doesn't give a fuck that the camera's there, because after living on, before I moved to Bed-Stuy, I lived around the border of East New York and Brownsville, New York for 6 months, and people they smile at the camera and they do what they want to do anyway.
Right.
So instead of having that, you could actually have a police officer there for less money.
For $2 million, you could probably do that.
Spelling it right, correct? I don't have made a mistake, or did I?
Oh, Lewis at rossmangroup.com. 2 S's, 2 N's. I eventually read them. The person who informed me about this.
Who are you saying that to?
Yeah, the 2 S's in Rossman and 2 N's. Yeah, it's Lewis at rossmangroup.com. It's like the CAPTCHA. I don't have a CAPTCHA. It's just you have to spell my name right and I read your email.
Is that the Brennan Center for Justice?
If I had bought rossmangroup.com with 1 N, I'm sure my inbox would be triple the size.
2 S's in Lewis.
No, 1 S in Lewis, 2 S's in Rossman.
Lewis at Rossman.
Lewis at rossmangroup.com.
At Rossman Group?
Yeah.
Oh, so the at is between Lewis and Rossman.
Yeah, so Lewis at rossmangroup.com. My name is a CAPTCHA.
Your name is a CAPTCHA?
The spelling of my name is a CAPTCHA.
Put this on.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out.
He had a lot of super interesting things to say about how he works with the homelessness population in Austin, about how with the money that we use for these cameras, we could actually try to solve homelessness instead of just blaring music at them to leave parks and then go to wherever else.
One of the arguments that I was making in New York City is they were spending about $4,500 to $5,000 per month at this shelter. It was a nonprofit started by Cuomo. The director of it got about $500,000 a year. This is back 12 years ago. And let's say that you think, well, homelessness is not something that you can solve, you can't solve, but we have to have this hostile design and everything.
Right.
You can get a lot of people to agree with, what if we just didn't give the governor, the governor's nonprofit, $5,000 a month, or for emergency service, $900 a night for a nonprofit that pays its executive director $500,000 a year, that also puts money in to re-elect Andrew Cuomo. Even if you're somebody who just doesn't care about this issue at all, do you like seeing your money go to this?
Yeah, do you like efficiency? Do you like your money actually being spent to do something?
There was this one bill that was proposed. There was going to be for people who have this issue, it was going to be $1,000 to $1,500 a month. These vouchers for different types of housing in areas that most people don't want to live in anyway. Let's say you're against the spending on that. They're saying let's do that instead of this. So you get $4,500 a month per person, or $900 a night, into Andrew Cuomo, into the nonprofit started by Cuomo, that contributes to the fund to re-elect Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah.
Or you can actually have it go into this, and it's 1/3 the money.
I'm sure he's seen that happen in Austin.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would love to look into that.
Well, you also just got to think, again, if you wanted to do this in an affordable way or a reasonable way, the city could develop its own technology. You could have some privacy considerations, what are these things? What are the fundamental costs of these versus all the lobbying, all the corporate buy-in and stuff like that? So, I don't know.
Have to be paid for month after month, year after year.
Yeah, so it's just frustrating. But thanks for bringing everyone's attention to this.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
We want you to run for mayor.
I don't want to get shot.
Well, hey, you're taking that chance coming down here, right?
Yeah.
With selective enforcement on its way, you never know.
My life.
You know my cousin Joe?
I do. I appreciate you so much, though, in organizing.
I want to see how my
this.
city council person votes on this. I'm curious.
Yeah.
If he votes differently, I would 100% run for city council against the person in my district.
All right.
But
yeah.
I
No,
have other things to do
we
with.
followed your work for a lot of years with the right to repair and the right to ownership.
If your son hadn't emailed me about this, I wouldn't have got it. He sent me 3 or 4 emails. I get about 300 a day.
I know.
Some of these emails I respond to a week late, sometimes a month, sometimes worst case 11 months, but I read every single one. And I'm glad that I read his and took the time for it.
Yeah, he's an
He helped make my article better on it too.
He's an intelligent kid. So.
Very.
But I do really appreciate, like I said, the work you've done, and you've taught him so much about things.
There's something I noticed was really weird. Back when the Edward Snowden thing happened, there was this divide. And maybe it was just because I had a small circle of people that I knew, and either family, friends, business associates. But when the Snowden leaks happened around 10 years ago, there was this weird divide around the age of 42 or 44, where everybody that I knew over 44 said, like, you have to have some trust in the government, like, what do you have to hide? And everybody below that said, fuck this is illegal. And it was weird. It wasn't a Democrat-Republican thing. It wasn't like a worker thing.
This is nonpartisan in my point of view.
It really seemed to be along those age lines, and I was kind of curious, what, like, was the last generation before me, or my parents' generation, more trusting of government than I, or than this one?
Well, I'm certainly in that generation. Back in the day, you didn't have all of this. You didn't have all of this surveillance, and we were free to roam, so to speak. And there wasn't selective enforcement going on, which I feel happens in our society too often. And I think maybe we were more trusting, but I've certainly grown to be less trusting.
I hope people are a little bit less trusting.
Yeah. You got to get down to what it's really about. What is it really about? It's not to fix the problem in the park.
Doesn't seem like it. One more beer.
Like, we got to do something with this Clippy.
What does your shirt say?
Huh?
I only read the beginning of it.
It says music is life, the rest is just details.
Oh, cool.
My mom got it for me.
Oh, I like it. Very nice shirt.
Hey man, I just wanted to say nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you. What's your name?
Kanauri.
Awesome.
You really have inspired me in a lot of things. I am a person that also fights for change, like as much as I can, right? Like within my limitations. And it really was a pleasure to meet you today. I might need to leave early, unfortunately.
By all means, I just have it. Thank you for showing up at all, even for 20 seconds, just to have it seen.
Hey.
The thing that used to get me is that in 2015 this happened. I went to this assembly person's office in New York State.
Yes.
And I brought a motherboard that was broken. I just needed a wire put on it, and I showed this thing costs about $1,000. Apple charges $1,000 to fix it. The only thing I need is the schematic that they won't give me. I run this wire, make it work.
Yeah.
And he's listening to, and I said, why are you against this? And he said, well, the Apple person told me that when you run this wire on this board, you're actually turning a Mac into a PC, and then you're misrepresenting it as if it's still a Mac to your customer after you're done, which is fraud. And and I'm just thinking, like, why did you believe that? And he says, oh, nobody else showed up. Shut up, thank you. And then I start talking to him about something else, and he's ignoring me, looking at some papers on his desk. And I'm like, are you even listening to me talk? And he said, I'm co-sponsoring your bill, asshole.
Yes.
And he stopped it.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. It only took one